Sorry for not uploading yesterday. I just didn't really feel like it. But we're back today, so let's do this, boy. What's going on, guys? It's Shay here. So recently, season 10 just dropped, and this is probably by far my most favorite season, possibly to date. Like, I absolutely love this season already. We got Seer, we have a new gun, we have Kings Canyon is back for anybody who's actually missed that map. I actually personally, I actually hate Kings Canyon because how many times I've lost on that map. And it seems like the only place I win at is either Olympus or World's Edge, and mostly it's World's Edge. So I guess that's my map right there. So that's really the only map, one of the only maps I actually performed the best on. So, yeah. So today we're gonna be talking about Seer. So Seer is the new legend in Apex Legends Season 10 or Apex Legends Emergence, and here I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on him, giving the Apex fans out there my early thoughts on Seer. Now, what do I think about Seer? Seer is a really fun character to play, but also I heard that he's going to have you're going to need some skill to play him due to the fact that he is fairly hard to play, in which he is. Like I ended up learning like small steps. I took little baby steps, when I went up, and then when I go through the matches, I remember I won my first game last night, second day of season 10, which is kind of, I guess, deja vu because I did the same thing last season, but I gave my first win second day of season of the drop. And it's so much fun to play him. And if you compare him with with good characters, or like with characters that are really good at, like, if you have like a teammate or teammates that really love to push fights, then Seer would be perfect, because especially if they have like an Octane or like a Rave maybe. So yeah, like, he's really fun to play. So yeah. And now, since that I've actually kind of played around with him a little, what do I think about Seer? What do I think about him? Well, here we go. So Seer is probably like maybe the one legend I actually use during the launch of the season. Like, I didn't really use Fuse bars. But I didn't use Fuse when he dropped. I didn't use Horizon when she dropped. I didn't even use Valk when she dropped. So yeah, like, it's a completely different story here with Seer this time, because I'm actually having a lot of fun and playing as him. So like, it's just, I love this character. And also I do remember the day, like the second day of the launch, I ended up buying a animated banner pose, and I also bought a different banner frame. And I got squad wipe badge with him already, and then I also got the flawless victory badge. And I also got that as well. So one of my early thoughts with him, he is a really good legend to play if you can master him. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to possibly be a Seer main probably within the next, like, I don't know, the number one Seer most likely within the next few days. Like, I'm already calling it. Like, I'm already putting the bets around the table. So yes, like, I want to live stream me playing Seer, because last night I barely even played my main. But you don't always want to play as your main, right? Unless you really don't like playing as any other legend, which is weird. But other than that, I really enjoy Seer. This guy is freaking fun to play, even though he might be really, really annoying. But I absolutely fucking love playing him. He's a really good legend. He's probably one of the best legends I've ever played in terms of when they actually drop. Because as I said, there's legends out there who I don't play as in terms of like when they drop. Like, I never played as Fuse. When he dropped, I never played as Horizon when she dropped. I never played as Valk when she dropped. But this is legitimately probably the only legend I actually played during the drop. Like when a new season dropped and a new character comes, he is probably the only legend I actually play as in a new season drop, because all the others I don't play as. Like, I play Fuse a lot. Well, not a lot, but I play him sometimes. I have about 130 kills with him. But with Valk and Horizon, I have 1 kill with both of them. Like, that's the same stat. So yeah, that's kind of bad. Sorry to all the Valk and Horizon mains out there, and probably the 5 Fuse mains, even though crypto mains are no better. It's only 20 of us, So yeah, I mean, if you like playing because he could either be a recon bait, like he can be kind of passive aggressive, or you can be seriously aggressive with them. And what I like to do, I get really, really aggressive with Seer. And I thought I was aggressive with Bloodhound, because of their abilities. And like, you know, he's like, they're a movement legend. Like, you could move them around really freaking well, especially if you're on like mouse and keyboard, because mouse and keyboard has better movement when we have like a few different things. So yes, and like with Seer, I don't really consider him a movement legend. I would consider him more of, I guess, like, he's definitely not like an immobilized legend like Crypto, where if you use his abilities, you have to, you know, you stay immobilized and you can't move around, and you can't move around. But like, he's still like, he's like on the move when you use his abilities. But I get really, really aggressive when I play as Seer. Like, his abilities, I mostly use his ultimate. I don't really use his tactical like that because I can never really aim it properly at certain people. So yes, I'm so freaking excited. I don't think I've ever been this happy during a season launch. Like, I don't think I've ever been this happy. Because even during season 8, I wasn't even that happy. So, yeah, those are my only thoughts on Seer. What do I think about him? He's perfectly good. But what else do I think about him? He is kind of annoying when other people use him, right? But does that stop you from using him? I don't think so. So if you really want to take a whack at him, go on ahead. And also, I've noticed a lot of new players in Apex Legends recently. I've noticed a lot of them. Like, I've noticed that there's people coming from Warzone. Now, I know this video is not about that, but the whole thing in between is that Warzone players have now moved on to either Fortnite or Apex, and most of them I think have moved on to Apex. I really think so. They've moved on to Apex Legends because of the multiple hacking issues and cheater issues and server issues. I think the server issues in Warzone are worse than in Apex. But also, many people, I saw one comment saying, "Oh well, you left that game because of that reason. Good luck in Apex then." But the thing is, though, is that Activision doesn't do anything, which the people who actually, I think, who own the rights to Warzone, I think they don't do anything whatsoever to stop them. Like, not jack or anything. They don't do jack to stop that. So yeah, I mean, oh Christ, I gotta stop doing that. But I mean, it makes a little sense for someone to come to a game where there's not as bad as cheater problems, unless you're on mouse and keyboard, because mouse and keyboard, you typically get into more sweatier lobbies, even if you're a really low-level player or you're a beginner player. Because I encountered these two people in a match one day, and it was literally last night, and these two grown guys, they were talking to me, they were like, "Hey, bro," he was like, "Hey, Shay, you got a mic?" He just said it because he saw my name, like, you know, my thing. And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" Because I sound like a grown-ass man, of course, but yeah, and then they're like, well, we came from Warzone because Warzone's like absolutely fucking unplayable right now. I'm like, like, I need to look more into the situation. Like, is that really why Warzone players are coming to Apex and Fortnite? I think they're coming more to Apex because it's more of their style. Because, you know, this first person, and, you know, I don't think in Warzone they'd have that good of movement. But in Apex, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to learn a lot more. So maybe if you're getting a lot more wins than usual, that's probably the reason why. Because they absolutely don't know how to play the game. Because these guys, they didn't know what abilities were. Because when they got hit by Seer's tactical, which is a different Seer, they're like, "What the freak is that?" You know, and stuff like that. So yeah, they were really confused. So maybe I hope they learn a little more soon. So while they play the game, because I know that yes, Apex has a hacker problem and even has cheater problems, but at least Respawn tries to do something to try to prevent that. So yeah, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know, for any Apex fans, what do you guys think about Seer currently? I know a lot of people are going to say he's really annoying, but I'm sorry if I didn't go into that well of the detail of that. So yeah, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I guess that's the new outro. I don't know, but make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.